Hi, and welcome to another Agile Ticketing Solutions video tutorial. Today we're going to learn how to set up your ComScore Swift automation in Agile. Agile Ticketing Solutions now has the ability to set up automatic nightly reports to ComScore Swift. In order to take advantage of this functionality, there are a few setup steps that need to happen before this information can be pushed to Swift. First, you're going to log into Agile Administration and open up your house icon, open up the settings folder, and then you're going to select venue. Now, what we're doing here in the venue is we're going to go into each of our screening rooms and right-click and select properties. Then we're going to add the ComScore Theater ID and the name that is registered with ComScore for your organization. So if you have a number for a single venue, but you have multiple screens, you want to enter that information for each of those venues. I'm going to click apply, and then I'm going to add the same information in to my next venue. Once we've completed setting up our theater ID in our venues, the next we're going to go down into our folder and associate distributors and marking the events for reporting. So I'm going to click on my movies folder here and go into the show area. I'm going to select my first film that I'm going to associate with the reporting, and we're going to right click in the show and hit select properties. Now, many of you are familiar with the distributor drop down here. If you do not have your distributor list populated, like this one has been populated, all you'll need to do is click on the ellipsis button and then add your distributor list here. Once you've selected the distributor, we're going to also make sure that we check mark this show. This check mark tells the system that the Rentrek report and the Swift report can be sent for this film. And we're going to click on apply once we've completed that. Once you've associated the Rentrek switch and the distributors on all of your films, we're going to go back up into the settings folder and click on System Control. Now, on the General tab, we're going to scroll down to the bottom of the screen, and this is where we can turn on the automation. So when we're ready for this automation to begin, we're going to check mark the Enabled Automated Reporting. We are going to check mark Include Zero Price Value Tickets if we want all of our tickets, including the zero price tickets, to report. Keep in mind that if you've got any zero price tickets that have a fair market value, that will also be reported as well. And if you have any price level 2 in your gross that is separated out when you built your tickets, you may want to include that information here as well. Once you've completed all of this information, simply hit apply, and now each night the reports will be sent automatically to Swift. So once we've gotten all of that information completed and we know that the reports are going to start going out every night, one other thing that we need to do is go into our permissions area and actually set up the report that you can pull from Agile to make sure that it matches up to the box office report on Swift. We do recommend monitoring this on occasion to make sure that everything matches up correctly. So we're going to go to our security folder, click on permissions, and then in the drop down for the user role, we want to make sure that whatever permissions that you have available to yourself, you're going to select that drop down. So now I'm going to click on the reports tab here. We want to make sure that we go down to the midway of the list and look for the ComScore Swift extract. Check mark that information and then hit apply, so that way it will show up in the reporting portal under events. Thank you for joining us today. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact us at support@agiletix.com.